it is Madison and surprise upload, I guess you could say. Today's Saturday, April 23rd, and today is my best friend's birthday. It is Kaci's birthday today. She turned 15, and what? 15? What? She was just like 13 yesterday. So anyways, yeah, today is her birthday. I planned a whole thing for her. You guys will see that in the vlog. Of course, I'm vlogging it. A little just surprise thing. That's going to be super cute. So yeah, but today on this video, I thought I would just tell a couple of cute little stories. Me and Kaci have been best friends for tens and tens of thousands of years, basically. And we have tons of stories together, so I thought I would just jump on here and tell a few in honor of her birthday. So the first story I'm going to tell happened a very long time ago. We had to be like, I don't even know, like 7 or 8. If you guys don't know, at the time you're watching this, I'm 16. At the time I'm filming this, I'm only 15. And of course, today, Kaci is 15. Actually, not today, but the day you're watching this, she's 15. I'm actually filming this on, what is today? The 10th. So, it's going up in 13 days for you. But anyways, today, the day you're watching this, I'm 16, Kaci is 15. So, this had to happen like when we were 6 or 7, or 7 or 8. I don't really know. But it was a long time ago. So basically, my brother had this friend. His name was, I'm sure he won't care about me putting his name in here, but his name was Thomas. And he lived right down the road, not a mile away, you know, literally right down the road, right? And I don't know why. Thomas, he was like, how old was he? He had to be like, my brother is 5 years older than me, if you guys don't know. He is 20. So Thomas had to be like, I don't know how old he was. He was a good little jump older. I guess, I really don't know why we thought that we were like friends with him. I think we thought that, oh, Key's his friend. So we're like his friend too, you know. Anyways, so I got home from school. I got off the bus and I went and told my uncle, I was like, hey, I'm going to walk to Thomas's house. Keep in mind, Thomas's house, it isn't far away from us, but it isn't our next door neighbor, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you gotta go down the hill and then up the hill, and it's not far away, but it's like, it's not our next door neighbor, like I said. So anyways, and he was like, yeah, whatever. My uncle did not think we were gonna actually go, and that's why he says yes. Here's the thing, to this day he says no, but honey, he said yes. Anyways, whatever. So I was like, well, I'm not going to walk by myself. Let's go get Kaci, right? So I did. We got Kaci, and we started walking. Walking. And a couple cars passed, whatever. And now that I think about it, it was very unsafe to walk down there because, like I said, the hills or whatever, you cannot even see. If you're driving, you can't see over that hill. You can't see if there's two little girls on the other side. We weren't walking in the road, obviously, but you never know. Anyways, so we were walking to his house and walking there, and right before you get to his house was another house, which we knew who lived there. We know a lot of people around here, but we knew who lived there. It wasn't like a big deal, but they had really big dogs, like huge dogs. They had like 3 or 4 big dogs, like humongous dogs, okay? We didn't know that, okay? So these dogs started barking at us, and at the time, we didn't know if they could get out of the fence. We didn't know if they had, we didn't know. So we start sprinting the other way. We were like, no. See Thomas next year. No. And we got closer to our house, and we heard people calling our names because they didn't know where we were. Oh, this is great. We heard people calling our names, and we were like, we're just going to hide. Because we knew we were going to get in trouble. I don't know. We just knew we were going to get in trouble. So we started hiding. And I remember my cousin Nick like looking in the trees or something. And we were just like, you know what, we're going to get in trouble anyways. We might as well just go. So we went. And honey, did we get in trouble. That was not a good day for us. But we still didn't make it. A, we didn't make it to Thomas' house. B, we got our butts whooped. It was just not a great day. Next story I'm going to tell you, Kaci will remember very vividly. That's a weird word to say. I think I'm gonna make Kaci watch this as we're like setting everything up. I don't know. Anyways, so basically, if you guys didn't know, me and Kaci, we used to be cheerleaders at our middle school, and one day we got home from practice. I actually don't know if she was a cheerleader at the time. I feel like she probably was. I don't know. Anyways, we went to McDonald's, right, which is so healthy, clearly, for cheerleaders. We wasn't in our like uniform or anything. It was just like regular t-shirt, shorts for practice. You know, we were whatever. So my uncle went and ordered our food, and my uncle went to the bathroom. And I'm that person. I'm not gonna let like a guest. I mean, Kaci's not really a guest at this point. She's kind of family. Kind of family. She actually is family, but whatever. I don't like to. I don't know. Like, if we're waiting on something, I'll be like, hey, you know, you just go get this and then go sit down, and I'll bring it here. I'm just a nice person like that. So I did. I told her, you know, you can go get like napkins and like the straws, and then you can go sit down wherever you want to sit. And in our McDonald's, they had actually at this point just redone the McDonald's, and it was really new. Okay, so here's the thing. How am I gonna explain this? So basically, from the door we came in, it was like, in your McDonald's, I'm sure this is the exact same way. The drive-thru, you go up and there's a door right there, right? Is that right for all McDonald's? I don't know. But anyways, did y'all hear that joke? We went in that door, and from that door, the counter, the registers were there. The drinks were right ahead of us. Like, you walk up and then there's like the drinks, the table with like the straws. Because on the other side there was a Chevron, which is like a gas station. It was kind of like a 2-in-1 thing. But to the right side, it was where you could sit and eat. And the new McDonald's had these like tall chairs, if that makes any sense. You know, like when you go to any restaurant and there's like tall tables and tall chairs, like the spinny chairs. This doesn't make any sense. But anyways, they had that on like the wall with the windows, like aligned with the windows. And they had like regular tables, whatever. But in the middle of that dining section, they had this big wall, which was kind of dumb. But like right here, it had 2 little walking sections where you could walk through. It was kind of like a circle. In the middle, it just had a wall, basically. And there was like a TV on the wall, whatever. So that's just for the future references for you guys to know. But I told Kaci, I was like, you know, go get your stuff, go sit down. I'll bring the food. So I did. I got the food, and for some reason, no. I told Kaci to get her drink and go sit down. I get the rest. So I got the food. I went and got straws. I went and got napkins. This man came up to me and he said, "Hey, can I have some of your French fries?" And I said, "No, you cannot." It wasn't like, "Oh, can I have one of those fries?" You know, like joking around. No, it was like, "Hey, can I have some of your French fries?" And I was like, "No, you cannot." I guess I was rude back in the day. So I went and sat down with Kaci on those big chairs. You know, there was 3. It was Kaci, and then a blank chair, and then a blank chair, which I was going to sit on that side. And then the windows on the other side, so they didn't really have like a 4th chair. So it was like whatever. So I went and sat down, and I told Kaci, I was like, this random man just asked me for my French fries, and I was like, no, honey. So yeah, my uncle came back from the bathroom at this point, and he hates the taller chairs, so he just kind of sat on the other table, because he knew my brother was on his way, but whatever. So we're sitting there, we're like eating, and this man comes around that wall and starts walking toward our table. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna sit with these 2 girls." He had to be drunk. He had to be on drugs. I don't know what he was, but he was on something, honey. Okay, his drink was spilling out of his cup. I don't know why he didn't just put a top on it. Anyways, he didn't. Drink was spilling out of the cup. First of all, I told my uncle the story about the French fries. He, of course, did not believe me. He was like, "All right, whatever." This man starts walking up to our table, and he sits down and he's like, "Oh, how y'all doing?" And his drink is spilling out of his cup. Spilling out of his cup. And my uncle was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" First of all, my uncle, he doesn't like confrontation. Actually, most of the time he doesn't like confrontation. He's not gonna make a big deal out of a small subject, basically, or a small problem. But he didn't want this random man sitting with 2 girls. We were 11 or 12 at the time, around that age. We weren't, you know. So he was like, "Oh, you know, no." So So eventually he just wouldn't move. So we got up and we actually left, and he was like yelling something at us at the end of the day. And then my brother got there, and of course he is dramatic, and he was like making a big deal out of it. He was like, we're calling the cops, da-da-da-da-da. They did call the cops. The people at McDonald's did call the cops, and he got arrested. But actually, he had to be on some drugs, and I feel like he wouldn't get arrested just because he was sitting with us. But it was a mess. When I got home that night, I actually made a YouTube video. It's down now. I wish I wouldn't have took it down because then I could link it and stuff. But it's down now. And I was like, this random man who... That was a long day. Today's story literally takes place last year, okay? I'm pretty sure it was last year. Like, I was at least 14. You know, we were kind of older. So, me and Kaci were staying at her house, and Savannah was there as well. And, we were just chilling, you know, whatever. We were kind of bored, right? So, what can we do, you ask? Well, Savannah just, out of nowhere, hey, have you ever snuck out of your house? And I was like, no, honey, because I will get killed, you know. First of all, my house you cannot sneak out of. But anyways, Case was like, no, not really, you know, there's no point in me sneaking out because somebody will die, you know, if I do. And Savannah's like, oh, I have da-da-da. And we're like, alright, what do you want us to do about it? And Case was like, let's go somewhere. And I was like, first of all, nobody has their license in this room. No, what are you talking about, you know? And Kaci was like, oh, we can take out the trash. Yeah, we could. But here's the thing that you kind of need to know with this. Her dad, which is my uncle, used to, he doesn't really say this anymore, but used to, every single time he would go to bed, he was like, hey, don't open the doors. He would always say that. Don't open the doors, don't go outside. Every single time he would say that, we would always like make fun of him for saying that. It was a predominant thing that he just said. And I remember him saying that night, and he was like, let's just take out the trash. Here's the thing. At this time, Kaci, her family, didn't have a freaking trash can. They used like everybody else's, okay? So, basically, as I told you guys before, our family is kind of like a circle of family. It's kind of like the hillside. That's what we call our family neighborhood, the hillside. Kaci is on the lower part of the hill, and we had to run up the hill to throw her trash away. We're like, alright, let's go. You know, let's go. We can do that. We won't get in trouble for it. We're just taking out the trash. It's not a big deal. Alright. So we open the door. Kaci gets the trash. It's fine. Start walking up the hill. We're like, ooh, it's cold. I'm sure we said that. Something dumb like that. I don't even know what we were talking about at the time. But we start walking, whatever. Kaci was like, I'm not taking the trash. Okay, so like the end of the house that she had to take it to stopped, okay, and the porch was right there. The dogs sleep on the porch, so obviously if they see a moving figure, they're gonna bark, they're gonna chase us, they're gonna kill us, right? So Kaci's like, oh yeah, I'm not taking it up there. I was just carrying it up the hill for you guys. So I was like, well, I'm gonna tell you, I ain't taking your trash out, it is your trash. And so Savannah was like, I'll do it. Alright, you go, girl. So she gets the trash. She runs to the trash can. She throws it in. The dogs are barking at her. The dogs are growling at her. And we start running back because the dogs are chasing us, right? My shoe broke running down the hill. My shoe, I was wearing like a sandal, whatever. And the toe thing came out of it. But we did make it inside without any bites from dogs, which is great. This next story comes at you straight from Gulf Shores, Alabama. Me and Kaci have been to the beach 2 times together. 2 or 3. I don't actually know. I think 2 times at the same time, basically. So, the first time was with kind of a lot of my family. It was like with my aunt that I went with last time. But the second time that we went together was just with my immediate family, like my brother, my uncle, my aunts, and Kaci, and me, of course. And we stayed in this hotel room that was right on the beach. It was a beautiful view, right. I was going to say wrong, but it was right. It was beautiful. So, I remember the first day we got there, me and Kaci, we were like, oh, we're going to go get in our little bikinis and we're going to go lay on the little chairs that are on the beach. And apparently you have to rent those chairs. We didn't know, right? This was a couple years ago, by the way. And we were laying on these chairs, and this man comes up to us, and he's like, "Oh, are you the blank family? Are you the one that rented these chairs?" And I was like, "No." At the time, I said no because it wasn't. Now I'm like, we should have just said yes because we can sit in the chairs. And he was like, "Oh, all right. Well, you know, you can sit here now, but whenever that family gets here, you're gonna have to move because you know they rented the chairs." Who knew we would have fell in love with this man? Honestly, I don't think at the time we thought he was cute, but whatever. That's the first run-in, right? So the next day we go and we're sitting on the balcony and we're like, "Oh, look at that man right there." At the time we thought he was a lifeguard, but he was just kind of like a watcher. I don't know what he did. He wasn't a lifeguard though, so he was just there, I guess. Yeah, I don't really know. But it's the second day. We were sitting there and we were stalking him, basically. We were literally watching him from the balcony. I'm telling you, the balcony was here. His little, what's that called? This isn't making any sense. His little place where he sat, his little umbrella and stuff, was literally right down there. Like from our balcony, we could see him right there. So we're like, this is the best view I've ever had. We're sitting there watching him, whatever. Watching him. Do you hear me? I sound like such a creeper, but we were. Anyways, so we're sitting there and it was time for him to leave. I guess it was like his lunch break. I don't really know. But sitting there and he like takes down his umbrella and whatever, and he has his like lunch box and his bag and stuff. And me and Kaci were like, or no, he had to take the flag down too. He had to take like one of the flags down. So me and Kaci were like, "Oh, we're gonna go down to the beach so we can like run into him, you know." So we start walking down the stairs. I'm pretty sure we didn't take stairs, let's be real. But actually, no, one time we did take stairs. We ran into this other hot guy that smelled amazing. But anyways, we got down to the bottom floor and we were walking out and his bags were sitting there and Kaci was like, "I'm gonna go touch his bags." And I was like, "Why?" He was just like, "I don't know, I'm gonna go touch his bags." And I was like, "Alright, go touch his bags." And so she did. She went like, felt on his bags and like smelled his lunchbox. Actually, see if I can find this video we did about this guy. I know his name, or no, let me tell you guys how I know his name. So basically, we told my aunt that you had to rent those chairs down below. And she was like, "Alright, well I'm gonna go rent a couple," because she wanted to like lay out, I don't know. So she did. She met him. She talked to him and she's like, "Oh yeah, his name is Mark." And I was like, "Mark?" That's his actual name as well. So if your name was Mark and you worked in Gulf Shores a couple times and you saw these creepy little two girls, it was us. I actually just found this video the day we got back from the beach. We went and told my cousin Brittany this whole story about this Mark man. And since this Kaci is for video, since this video is for Kaci's birthday, I'm just going to show you how cringeworthy we were back in the day.
His name is Mark. I hate that name so much. Mark. I was thinking it would be like Shane, like, or Drake. What's his name was Drake? He was going to be like this. "What up, my name's Drake." Please go on. What up, my name's Drake?
So we were very ugly back in the day. Glow up was real. Basically, this man was just like the love of our lives, and we never saw him again after we left the beach. I'm going to tell you 2 more stories, and then that's going to be it. Just because I don't want this video to be too long. But yeah, so the first story I'm going to tell you guys, it is back in the day. Me and Kaci used to go to the skating ring a lot, which I feel like everybody did back in the day. So we used to go skating a lot. So we asked for our own skates for Christmas, and actually I don't think it was for Christmas. I feel like it was like for my birthday or something. And I got these white skates with like purple wheels. They were so cute back in the day. But yeah, so Kaci was like, "Hey, can I try?" So I was like, "Of course, you're my best friend. You can use my skates, right?" So we have kind of a long driveway, and it's all cement. And Kaci was like getting on these skates, and then she fell, and there was so much blood and so much. She wasn't crying. She wasn't like crazy. I was like, "I'm gonna go get someone." because I can't help, you know. It was a mess. This is like the shortest story ever, but it wasn't the funniest thing at the time. It was kind of crazy, but now we talk about this all the time. Kaci was like, "You wouldn't even help me. You wouldn't even help me." I'm like, "Look, there was too much blood. I cannot deal with that." Okay. And this last story is a short story again, but it is so funny. Me and Kaci, literally, we just talked about this a couple weeks ago. It's hilarious to me, I guess. So, back in the day again, when we were very, very young, we used to hang out all the time, like we do now, but it was outside, and we used to like jump on the trampoline and go like on my rope swing and like on the swing set, you know, the big kids. And yeah, so basically her mom had this rule where you had to finish your homework, you know, before you went and played, which I feel like most parents have that rule. But Kaci was like, "Yes, I finished my homework. Can I go down to Madison's?" So she did, and we were like playing, and we see her mom. Okay, so basically everything that's like kid related or fun is always behind my house. So the rope swing is behind my house. The trampoline is behind my house. So we see her mom coming over this hill behind my house with a belt. I was like, "Oh no." Kaci gets this look on her face. She's like, "I know I'm gonna get it." She did not finish her homework basically, which, you know, but her mom was chasing her around that hill with that belt. It was the funniest thing. You guys don't care about any of these stories, but they were hilarious. This was the funniest thing. That's all I'm going to tell you guys today, but if you like these kind of videos where I just tell kind of different stories, let me know, and I can do more of them. So, yeah. If you're watching this video on the 23rd, head over to any of Kaci's Instagram or Twitter or even Snapchat, Facebook, whatever. I'll link everything down below. Wish her a happy birthday, and yeah. So, again, I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video.